That is what after getting relation between Nusselt number as a Reynolds number and Prandtl number. For a forced convection problem, always the Nusselt number is a function of Reynolds number and Prandtl number. So now if you take flow over a flat plate, so that too for laminar condition. So the Reynolds number in this region is less than Reynolds number in this region is less than 5 into 10 to the power 5. This will be of less than 5 into 10 to the power 5. So that is the length up to which the Reynolds number is less than 5 into 10 to the power 5. So in that region, the applicable relation. The boundary thickness is varying as hydrodynamic boundary layer thickness. That will be obtained as 5 into x. That is the distance. Distance multiplied by real distance. These are there in the data book. I asked you to keep the data book. If the data book is there with you, it is there in the data book. To estimate the boundary layer thickness. We have decided that boundary layer thickness means that is the height where, so the velocity, free stream the velocity of the fluid will be again equal to free stream velocity if infinity. That is what? The height where the velocity of the fluid layer will be equal to free stream velocity. That height will be decided. So that we are saying it as boundary layer thickness, velocity boundary layer thickness. How do you get the velocity boundary layer thickness? Here is 5 into x, the distance over. So here along the length of a plate, the distance where we are trying to estimate the boundary layer, where we are trying to estimate the boundary layer. Suppose if this is the plate, see here, if the plate has a length of L at a distance of x, actually if the plate has a length of L at a distance of x, if you are getting the boundary layer thickness, as delta, that delta, how do you get it means, that is the relation. So 5x into Reynolds number to the power minus 1 by 2 or minus 0.5. You need not remember this relation. That is already there in the data book. That is why I have told you to keep the data book with you. If that is there, simultaneously I also can show you the page number and can explain you, as you are saying that data book is not there. Once you get the data book, keeping these relations with you, you can cross check and can be used later on. So here, what is this coefficient of friction or drag coefficient, we call it as. While the fluid is flowing over the solid surface, some fluid friction will be established and coefficient of friction will be calculated as 0.664 into Rex to the power minus 0.5 or minus 1 by 2. That is also called as skin friction coefficient or drag coefficient also we call it as. This also is available in the data book. You need not remember. I am telling you. So to estimate these quantities, what relations are to be used, where it is available. That is available. All these relations are available in the data book. You need not remember even a single relation also. So that are presented here. You need not remember anything. So that is what is. So here for a laminar flow, for external flows, so the Nusselt number can be equated as Hx into K. Hx, this is local Nusselt number. H suffix x means local Nusselt number. In the total length of the plate at a particular position, maybe at this level or maybe at this level, at your chosen level. So the heat transfer coefficient, if it is estimated, that we say it as local heat transfer coefficient. local heat transfer coefficient, that is equal to NUX equal to Hx by K, where K is the that is thermal conductivity of the flowing fluid. Thermal conductivity of flowing fluid. Where to be obtained this thermal conductivity? That is at all fluid properties must be taken at film temperature, as I have mentioned here. Film temperature, that is equal to Ts plus T infinity by 2 or Tw plus T infinity by 2. Some textbooks solid surface temperature is represented as Ts, or some textbooks is represented as Tw also. Don't get confused. Ts and Tf are, sorry, Tw are same. That represents the wall temperature or solid temperature. All the fluid properties must be taken at film temperature only. So after getting the properties that are available in the data book, the local Nusselt number is estimated. The local Nusselt, but we don't require the local Nusselt number. Always we require average Nusselt number. Average Nusselt number is equated as average heat transfer coefficient. You see the difference between this and this. There is a horizontal crossbar is there. Horizontal crossbar is there means that represents the average value of heat transfer coefficient. This is the required value of H bar. So for the overall surface, so that means, so from this relation that has become 2 times 0.664 it has become. From this local heat transfer coefficient is 0.332, average heat transfer coefficient is 0.664. Therefore the relation between average heat transfer coefficient is represented as H bar, and the local heat transfer coefficient is represented as simple Hx. Local heat transfer coefficient is represented as simple Hx. So average heat transfer coefficient equal to 2 times of local heat transfer coefficient. Upon verifying of this equation and this equation, this represents the local Nusselt number. This represents the average Nusselt number. From the estimation of average Nusselt number, we get the average convective heat transfer coefficient. This is what is. So when is it? So when to be used this Nusselt number means when Frenkel number values are greater than or equal to, starting from 0.6 and more than 0.6 values of Frenkel number, you need to use this relation, which is also available in the data book. If the Frenkel number is less than 0.05, so for the given convection problem, if the Frenkel number that is taken from the data book at film temperature is less than 0.05, if that value is less than 0.05, so different kind of Nusselt number relation must be used. So the same Nusselt number relation cannot be used. When to be used this Nusselt number means when Frenkel number is greater than, when Frenkel number is greater than 0.6 only, this relation must be used. When Frenkel number is less than 0.05, like liquid metals, this situation is for liquid metals, this situation is for lubricant oils or water like fluids, whatever it may be, high viscous fluids otherwise. So for high viscous fluids, this relation must be used for Nusselt number. It is clearly defined. So for what fluids, this relation must be considered also. It is clearly given in the data book. That is why data book, if we have, without much difficulty, all could be understood. So this is Frenkel number by having less than 0.05. This is applicable for liquid metals, where the Nusselt number value can be written as, this is 0.565, Reynolds number, Frenkel number to the power 1 by 2 or 0.5. So this is how the relations are presented. Now, so assuming that these relations are known to us, and by looking into the data book, how to work out a problem. So I have taken the problem. Air at 20 degrees centigrade. That means the fluid that is considered here is air. That is at a temperature of 20 degrees centigrade. That means fluid temperature is T infinity is 20 they have given. T infinity is the fluid temperature, that is 20, is flowing along a heated flat plate. Heated flat plate. That means plate is at hot condition, where the plate temperature is of 134 degrees centigrade. So this value is Ts, we can say it as Ts, or Tw also we can write it as. T surface temperature is 134 degrees centigrade, being the hot plate, and air is at a temperature of T infinity, that is 20 degrees centigrade, and it is flowing at a velocity of, you see, velocity it is given in the problem. Therefore blindly one can say that this problem will come under forced convection. The velocity of 3 meter per second is given. The plate is of 2 meter length. So that is of 2 meter length. So here length is 2 meters and width is 1.5 meters. Width is of 1.5 meters like this. So this is 1.5. Length is of 2 meters. Now this is what is the case over which the fluid air is flowing at a temperature of T infinity 20 degrees centigrade. So this is what is the situation. What they are asking, calculate the thickness of hydrodynamic boundary layer. Calculate the thickness of hydrodynamic boundary layer. So this to be calculated, just now we have seen the relations. To calculate the hydrodynamic boundary layer or boundary layer thickness, the relation that is required is 5x into Reynolds number to the power minus 0.5 or minus 1 by 2. So that means you need to calculate Reynolds number, and here, so substituting x value also we will calculate, where they are asking to calculate the boundary layer thickness. Even though the plate has 2 meter length, so at a distance of 40 centimeters from the leading edge, which is the leading edge, the starting edge is leading edge, the ending edge is trailing edge, we are calling it as. This is trailing edge, this is leading edge for the plate. So from the leading edge at a distance of 40 centimeters, that means from the leading edge at 40 centimeters, what is the boundary layer thickness? So you need to calculate. So here you need to calculate. So the boundary layer thickness at a distance of 40 centimeters from the leading edge. Also they have asked you to calculate skin friction coefficient or coefficient of friction, which we have seen CFX. CFX also they are asking you to calculate. That is what equal to this. This they are asking. This also they are asking at a distance. That is the position of x. At what position along the plate they are asking you to calculate the boundary layer thickness and the skin friction coefficient. The x value here equal to 40 centimeters. When converted to meters, how much it will be? X equal to 0.4 meters. 0.4 meters. At x equal to 0.4 meters, they are asking you to calculate. So what is boundary layer thickness? Delta at x equal to 0.4 is how much? CFX at 0.4 meters equal to how much? The properties are already given in the problem itself. The properties you need not check for. If the properties are not given, they must be taken from the data book. So at the film temperature. Now the properties are straight away given in the problem. We need not again take it from the data book. The properties are given like this. The kinematic viscosity that is given here equal to 15.06 into 10 power minus 6. Plate temperature is given 134, that is solid temperature. Fluid temperature 20 degrees. The free stream velocity, the air is flowing at a velocity of 3 meter per second. What is the area of plate over which the fluid is flowing? Length into width 2.2 into 1.5 millimeter square. Sorry, this is not millimeter, meter square. Every property they have already given. So that is what they are asking. So now what they are asking, whether the flow lies within the laminar region or boundary region, laminar region or turbulent flow region, we must decide. For that, this is not clearly seen. Reynolds number is estimated. Reynolds number, once it is estimated, it is found to be of something like, I have the sheets with me, I can tell you what is that value. Its value equal to, this is 7.9. This value whatever they have estimated is 7.9 into 10 to the power 4. So while getting the scanning, the quality of lettering has gone. Reynolds number, once it is estimated, so that is found to be of 7.9 into 10 to the power 4, which is less than 5 into 10 to the power 5. So therefore, so up to a length of x equal to 40 centimeters or 0.4 meters, the flow will be in laminar region. So by comparing like this Reynolds number, the estimated value of Reynolds number at a distance of x equal to 40 centimeters, so that lies in the laminar region. For the laminar region, to find out the hydrodynamic boundary layer, the relation to be used is 5x into Reynolds number to the power minus 1 by 2 or minus 0.5. That I am simply substituting 5 into 0.4 into the estimated value of Reynolds number at the same x equal to 0.4 meters is 7.9 into 10 to the power 4 to the power minus 1 by 2. So now the boundary layer thickness estimated is 7.1 millimeter. 7.1 millimeter is the boundary layer thickness. See, when the length of the plate is 2 meters, that means 2000 millimeters. What is the height of the boundary layer thickness or velocity boundary layer thickness? That is hardly 7 millimeters. Compared to 2000 millimeters length of the plate, what is the height of the boundary layer development? After all, 7 millimeters. So only for discussion sake, at larger heights, we will represent the boundary layer thickness. Once estimated, the values will be at very lower levels than the original dimensions of the plate. So this is what is the height of the boundary layer thickness we have estimated. Next, skin friction coefficient they are asking you. So already we have proved that at a distance of x equal to 0.4 meters, so the flow is laminar. For the laminar flow, what is the relation for skin friction coefficient? That is equal to 0.664 Reynolds number to the power minus 1 by 2. 0.664 Reynolds number is 7.9 into 10 to the power 4 minus 1 by 2. Ultimately, that's value we have got it as 2.36 into 10 power minus 3. Otherwise, this value equal to 0.00236. 236, that is. So this is what is the skin friction coefficient. This is what is the skin friction coefficient. So our primary objective after the problem is given here is looking at the given problem. If velocity is given, immediately you must estimate Reynolds number. Reynolds number by calculating. So for the given length, so then within the given length, whether the flow is laminar or turbulent, you must decide. Once the laminar flow, if it is decided, open the data book for external flows and for laminar flows and the boundary layer and the Reynolds number of so much, Prandtl number of so much, what is the valid Nusselt number relation or what is the valid hydrodynamic boundary layer relation, all will be taken from the data book. Into those relations by substituting, the required quantities will be estimated. This is how one has to be calculated. Continuation of the problem they are asking. For the same problem they are asking, calculate the local heat transfer coefficient. Local heat transfer coefficient means at a distance of x equal to, even though the total length is of 2 meters, now at a distance of x equal to 0.4 meters, they are asking you what is the heat transfer coefficient. That is what is known as local heat transfer coefficient. So the heat transfer coefficient estimated at a distance of x equal to 0.4 meters, that is what is local heat transfer coefficient. And also they are asking you to calculate, so starting from leading edge up to a length of 0.4 meters, up to a length, at a length of 0.4 meters, that's value equal to Hx, local heat transfer coefficient. Up to a length of x equal to 40 centimeters or 0.4 meters, that's value equal to up to 40 centimeters, that is h bar. At a length of, at a distance of, at a location of 0.4 meters, that is local heat transfer coefficient. At a particular position, that is local heat transfer coefficient. Up to a length of the position, that is average heat transfer coefficient. As I have already told you that film temperature is how much for external flows? 134 plus 20 by 2, 77. At 77 degrees centigrade, the properties must be taken and the Reynolds number is calculated. That is a 5.78 into 10 power 4, which is less than 5 into 10 to the power 5. So therefore, so then the flow is laminar. For laminar flow, how do you calculate Nusselt number? So in the previous case we have already seen, For laminar flow, the local Nusselt number is calculated from this relation, which is already available in the data book. So that as it is, I have taken and substituted, and the local Nusselt number is calculated 0.332. What is the Reynolds number? Just now I have calculated. So at film temperature, what is the Frenkel number value I have taken? So ultimately that is calculated as 70.6. That is equated to local Nusselt number into x. At what position they are asking you to calculate? This is fluid thermal conductivity. Fluid thermal conductivity, where we have got, that was taken at a film temperature. You see 0.03 as it is, that is substituted 0.03. So everything, and the local heat transfer coefficient is calculated as 5.3 watt per meter square Kelvin. And also we have seen what is the average heat transfer coefficient. The relation between the average heat transfer coefficient and the local heat transfer coefficient is 2 times of the average heat transfer coefficient equal to 2 times of local heat transfer coefficient. So knowing the local heat transfer coefficient as 5.3 and average heat transfer coefficient is estimated as 2 into local heat transfer coefficient, that is equal to 10.6. After getting the average heat transfer coefficient only, the heat transfer rate is estimated as Newton's law of cooling or heating, H bar A into Ts minus T infinity, that is equal to 725 watts. This is how any convection problem also one has to be calculated. This is how one has to be calculated any type of convection problem. So here, so this is how we can calculate any convection problems. Hoping that this is understood. So you just can take, assuming that you have the textbook with you, any problem by taking in the textbook, you can calculate on your own. So that is what is, that can be calculated. Any problem you take it, any problem you take it.